Welcome to another episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles. We are back in the studio, ready to do what we do best, which is to rip, and rip. And what a product do we have to rip today? We have 2026 Series 1, the Jumbo Box. Now, will this box be full of bangers? Let's find out. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for joining us once again, and always thank you for your support. As you can see, we are back in the studio after a busy and hectic but fun-filled weekend. If you've seen our latest video releases, we have a video out where we went to the All-Star NBA crossover. We were there seeking the exclusive Cactus Jack NBA All-Star boxes, which we were able to secure. Plus, we had other fun meet and greets with different NBA stars, as well as other activities to take care of while we were there. And then the following day, we drove about an hour and a half away to probably the best and largest card show, definitely on the West Coast, and that is the West Coast Card Show. And we were there on a mission, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. You're going to have to check out that video. So now we're back in the studio, and we're ready to finally rip open our jumbo box. So as you know, based on our previous videos that we dropped last week after release of Topps Jumbo, we have a video out regarding fat packs. We have a video out regarding hanger boxes, where we found that hangers are bangers definitely in this product. And more recently, the hobby box was ripped open. And we were able to secure and a relic from that box. Now, with this jumbo box, which we paid $200 on a pre-order day for, $100 more than the hobby, we are guaranteed one auto and one relic. In the past, I believe it's been, two autos, but the prices went up, but the chases or the guaranteed hits went down. But hopefully, they're making up for it with juiced up boxes. Well, we're about to find out. Of course, you see our cover boys right over there. And without further delay, let's get to it. All right, so quite a few cards here. You can see the 2 silver packs as opposed to the hobby where you have 1 silver pack. And that was where we had a hit of a rookie auto. A rookie parallel numbered auto. Okay, so quite a few packs. These are thick. So we are ready to get things started. All right. We're going to put our silver packs here to the side, and we're going to get to ripping. Okay. Pack number. You can see these are thick. 40 cards per pack. A lot of base. What are we going to do with the base? Well, that's a good question, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to try and get through the ones that we can as quickly as possible. All right, we got a rookie. And of course, we like to separate our rookies and our inserts from one another in the piles here. Of course, we'll stop for any notable rookies. Hopefully, we can get a nice auto. There it is, Roki Sasaki. You know we collect him, so we'll put him to the side. We collect basically the 3 Dodger Japanese players. Yamamoto, or Yamagoto as he's been called here in LA. As well as Shohei. Showtime. All right, here we go. So we're going to get some action here. It looks like, I don't know if that's just the back. It's red. I don't know if the car is red. Let's see here. We're going to flip it over. It is not, but it's Jose Ramirez on the nice, what is this, a glitter? Okay. Nice card right there. Let's see if it's, no. Oh, we got an auto right there. On the first top, we have an auto. Let's find out who it is. It is Otto Kemp, okay? So this is an on-card auto of Otto Kemp. So no drama there. All right, first pack, Otto Kemp, auto, first pack on the left side. It's a rookie. All right. I know we've got quite a few Philly fans. Tell me about Otto Kemp, guys. Is he a notable rookie to keep an eye out on? Well, we're invested in him now, okay? So we have an Otto Kemp. Let's give that a top loader as well. Okay, so no drama there, but like we've seen before, we can get more than that. Okay, so we have our rookie right off the bat. We also have this nice Jose Ramirez glitter that we're going to also sleeve up. You never know, because we pulled who was that? A Bobby Witt out of 50 from a hanger box. You never know what's coming out of these packs here. And it was one of these, but it was a gold. This is a big ticket player of J-Rod. All right. And we're going to wrap up this first pack that yielded our auto instantly. Okay, here we go. Pack number 2 of 40 cards. All right, who do we get next? That means we're looking for a relic. It could be an auto relic, right? Like a patch auto. Let's see. We get through here. Boom. Get through that. There's a Shohei. This is our first Shohei of this product, okay? It's a base. Well, I stand corrected. We did get a big ticket, I believe, a base big ticket of Shohei from the hobby, if I'm not mistaken. So, but that's our first base card of Shohei. Okay. Christian Moore, more rookies. Okay. Are we starting to get something here? Okay, we're going to start to get the interesting ones here. We're going to see this one right here, Didier Fuentes. And we have a first pitch of Manny Fresh. Don't know who that is. All right, and on this one here, we have a Gabriel Moreno on this glitter. Don't know if we want to call this a sand glitter or just a straight up glitter, but we got that, okay? So these are what's been yielded from pack number 2. Okay, on to the next one. So anticlimactic with Otto Kemp pulled immediately, but at least it's a rookie. All right, here's a rookie, Marcelo Mayer on the Future Stars. And we go, there's Otto Kemp on the base. What were his stats? 234 average. Okay. But he's just starting out. Who knows? He could be the next, what he plays third base, okay. He could be someone good down the road. Future Stars. And we do have another box, by the way, just so that you know. Debating whether or not we should hold on to it or we should also rip it open. All right, here we go. The Future Stars. We got these trio ones right here. All right, here we go. We're going to see this one, Corbin Carroll. I think we've gotten this before. We have a greatest hits of Patrick Bailey. And on this one, we get a Michael Bush on the hollow foil. All right, there you go, Michael Bush. And there you go. Okay. So it seems like, you're going to get like 1 or 2 right smack in the middle that is parallel or numbered. We haven't hit any numbered ones yet, okay? Hopefully that'll change. We are on to the next pack. All right, here we go. Pack, and on we go. A lot of base. You would imagine with all the different products, we would have maybe 2 copies of the base at some point, right? of all the base set, I should say. There's Jonah Tong. He's some guy to look out for. There's a Paul Skeens on the base. You know, we got his pink Diamante, okay? If you watch that video, it was in the same pack as the Bobby Witt. So thus far, we haven't checked out the blaster yet. So blasters are next for retail. And that's when we can make a decision whether or not the hangers are really the best option. But so far, it looks like they are. Okay, so continuing on. All right, here we go. So we're going to hold on to that one. We have a shoeless Joe Jackson, old school. Okie doke, shoeless Joe. And we have a greatest hits of Pete Alonso. And on this one, we've got Trevor Larnach, okay, on the glitter, okay. And more base with Dalton Rushing as a future star. And there you go. Okay, so we're almost done with this half here. You still have two silver packs as well. You never know, we may get more than one auto. So I know we're promised definitely a relic, but we've seen it before. There's a Miz rookie card. We'll take that. You never know. We can hit pay dirt and get two autos. You just never know. There's Nick Kurtz. There's our first Nick Kurtz of this product. As we wrap up this half of our rip, the jumbo box. If you guys ripped open your own jumbo, let us know in the comments how you did. What was the best card you pulled out of the jumbo? Okay, here we go. We're about to get into the meat of it, right in the middle. And so we've got two cards that are flipped over, which we'll take. There is a Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. And we have Tarek Schoolball. So this pack's got a few different inserts on this one. These can be numbered, so just double check those when you do get them. Okay, so we've got two cards flipped over. We have a Nick Gonzalez on this hollow. This is a hollow foil. This is a rainbow foil. It's got a rainbow tint to it. And right behind it is a blue. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be numbered of Will Banfield. He is a rookie as well. And it is numbered 85 out of 150 of Will Banfield. Not familiar with him, but it is a numbered blue. Okay. And do we have another one? Or this one was originally... There you go. So we got our first number card on this side. So this side yielded the auto on the first pack and the numbered card on the last pack with a few additional parallels. Okay, so there you go. So now we're going to go on to the other side. Thank you for sticking with us. I know that this is going to be a marathon, but hopefully we'll get a nice ending. All right, so remember, this qualifies for our giveaway. At the end of the month, we haven't quite announced all of our cards because after the next video, stay tuned. If you participated in our January giveaway, we're going to announce our winners after the blaster box video. So stay tuned for that when I drop that. That should drop, just so that you know, probably tomorrow, okay, which happens to also be release day of Stadium Club. And I got to notice that I expect to get it on time this time. Not early. I prefer to get it early. Some have been able to get it early, but we're definitely ready to jump into Stadium Club. So we should have a video of that as well dropped on release day if we get it early enough, okay? If our delivery guy gets it to us before the evening hour, then we're going to try and get that video out to you ASAP. All right, so here we go. We are on this side here. And we'll get back to what we were discussing in terms of our giveaway in a sec. All right, so we've got two cards here, or one card. There's Will Banfield right there. Okay, and we have a Dylan Beavers, a rookie on this one. We've got a profiles of Roman Anthony. We'll take that. And on this flip card, it is a, once again, foil of Kennedy Corona. I think we got him before. And I want to say, was it a glitter on that one? So, okay. So there's Will Banfield, which we discussed earlier. Samuel Basalo, who's supposed to be a touted rookie. And the remaining there. Okay, so on to the next one. So as mentioned, we are running our giveaways. And in our giveaway, we are going to be giving away some Top Series 1 products. Definitely, we're going to be giving away a Fat Pack from Top Series 1, as well as one of these hanger boxes, as well as this mystery tin, where if you win, you let us know who your favorite team is, who your favorite player is, and we'll try and throw some packs in addition to cards of your favorite team, as well as favorite player, okay? So that, and we have other products to also mention, and we will do that mainly after we get through with our giveaway announcement that'll take place after the next video for the month of January. Now, how do you qualify for the video? That's the better question, right? I mean, how do you qualify for our giveaway? Well, there's one here, the homers with Shohei. Is you need to be subscribed to the channel, which you can take care of easily right now by hitting that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell as well. Nice looking Ellie De La Cruz card there. And you need to like this video, share this video with others, watch this video to the end, and comment. So in the comment section, you'll be answering a few questions. Question number 1 is, besides the auto, which is the obvious, at least right now it is, tell me, what do you think is the best card hit from our rip today? So aside from the auto, which is the best card hit, okay? That is question number 1. There's a nice Dodgers duo right there. And stay tuned for our second question. Okay, so we have here, we're going to flip this once again, Landon Roop on this foil here. And we have another J-Rod. We've been getting a lot of J-Rod and we get a lot of Ellies right there, okay? And we get a Roman Anthony on the rookie. And good. So my pile of base continues to grow. So stay tuned for that second question to qualify you for our giveaway. All right, quite a few base cards. That's the thing about jumbo. You're going to get a jumbo amount of base cards you have to figure out what to do with, okay? But of course, like I said, you win the giveaway, you win the mystery tin, then you tell me, hey, I love the Yankees, then I fill it up with some Aaron Judge and some other good cards. That's our first Aaron Judge base. So we're sort of covering our ground in terms of getting the base cards of players that we didn't get before. Cam Schittler right there. That's our first card of his. Would have loved to grab an auto, but no. All right. Let's see. Carson Seymour. And okay, so here we go. We have Nolan Ryan, the Express Train right. Oh, there's a nice one of Nick Kurtz. All right, not numbered. Like I said, these can be numbered, so you'd make sure to look in the back. And this one is a wins leader on this glitter. Okay. And there you go. So we have a card here that is not numbered, but of the glitter. And on to more base. All right, so we're coming down to our last 2 packs before we get to our silver packs. All right, on we go. So hopefully we can get something nice. Was the relic going to come out of here? Is it going to come out of the silver pack? Our auto came out of a silver pack last time, but we weren't expecting that because we already had gotten the mem card or the relic card from the pack, all right, from the regular hobby pack. There's Marcelo Mayer. So, and all of our cards here, you more likely than not will find on eBay, on our eBay site, under Zach Maglin Collectibles. If any of these cards interest you, you can also message me as well, but they will be on the eBay site. Because there's a lot of base cards that I don't feel like holding on to, okay? So you can help me out there. All right. I don't know if the jumbos are still on sale. I think hobbies were still, but I think the jumbos are sold out if you wanted to grab your own. Okay, so we've got 2 cards that are inverted. We have a Mookie Betts. So this is the one where you got a few. So we got a Jack Caglione right there. Greatest hits. Didn't know that he was at that point already. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 cards flipped over. Andrew Abbott. So it looks like we're going to get a gold, okay? And it is of Luke Raley. Luke Raley. And it is out of $3.99. Is this gold? All right, $3.99. I don't think it's, I guess it looks gold, but $3.99, you would think it'd be gold to 50 or something, right? All right, there you go. Nice card. Would have preferred a rookie. Okay, there you go. All right, so we are coming down the home stretch. Still haven't hit our mem card. Hopefully, we are holding out for something big here. Hold on here. Okay, there you go. Still trying to organize things while we go along. All right, so last pack, which would be a good time to ask our question. Our final question, I should say, right? So stay tuned for that. All right, I guess the final question, oh, there's Otto Kemp again. So I guess the final question, a good question would be, who do you think, someone that had a down year last year, that you expect to have a good year this year, all right? Not necessarily comeback most improved or comeback player of the year, but who do you think either was on the shelf, right? It could be Garrett Cole, all right, that was on the shelf. It could be someone like, I was about to say, I forget his name, the Dodger pitcher, all right, the one in the bullpen, I forget his name, Tanner Scott, there you go. That's how much of an afterthought he was. Tanner Scott, who was horrible, okay? But now with Edwin Diaz, he can probably go ahead and slot into the setup guy, you know. He might have a good year. So who do you think that had a bad year last year is going to have a better year this year, okay? So not a breakout star or rookie, but someone that had it could be like someone like Dylan Cruz, who there was a lot of hype around, and he didn't have a good year, all right? Let us know in the comments, and you do answer that as well as our first question, then you will be qualified for our giveaway. It looks like we're going to get the mem here because it's thick, okay? So let's just go ahead and, okay, this is the mem. All right, so we're going to get a Brett Lauder, Future Stars on the glitter. We're going to get a Jose Altuve. We have a Gunnar Henderson. Some people say he's going to have a bounce back year. So you tell me who your choice is to qualify you for our giveaway. So we're going to reveal who the mem card is here. We hit a nice mem card last time. It was Jacob Mizorowski. And this one is of Kobe Thomas. Kobe, why do I say it just like that? Because not only do we have Kobe Thomas's base card, we also got Kobe Thomas's numbered auto in the mojo form, so from the silver pack. So here is Kobe Thomas. According to Vegas Sean, he's some guy to look out for, so hopefully we will do just that for him. Okay, so now on to the silver packs. So there's our auto. There is our mem card. Can we make up for it with the silver packs? Let's find out. All right, looks like we're going to get a buffer right there. Okay, so we got 4 cards here. We got Ozzie Smith. We're going old school. We got Craig Biggio last time as well. Jeez. Okay, we have Albert, all vets, Albert Pujols, and we have Adrian Beltre. So a little disappointing that these are all vets that came through. Let me know, are they supposed to be all vets? Because they all are. Now, if they were like Barry Bonds and a couple other nice ones, no complaints would come from me. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to get another vet, Will the Thrill, okay? So that's how many vets in a row? 5. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, another vet. There's a nice one. We got a nice Jack Caglione. How do you pronounce his name? Caglione. No, Caglione. Okay. I was pronouncing him okay earlier, and then now I've totally fumbled it. Okay. So there's Jack and his mojo, not numbered. Okay, so remember, you need to tell me what you think is the best card hit that's not the auto, okay? And we have a Ronald Acuna. All right, to wrap it up. All right, let us put a pause and have a recap. All right, let's do a little recap aside from the cards that you see there. We also got some numbered cards. We've got this Luke Raley, as well as this Will Banfield, okay? A blue and a gold. I think one was to $3.99 or something like that. Okay, so we also got these here. They're not worth that much, but they're nice nonetheless. These Topps all Topps team. We also got a Nick Kurtz of it, and we got a few glitters, okay? Some glitters and some hollow or rainbow foil. Clarify which one is which for me. All right, and there you go. And we also got this interesting Shoeless Joe Jackson card. We put him here with the mojo because we got mainly old school players. Frank Thomas, Will the Thrill Clark, all right, Adrian Beltre. I think all of these dudes are in the hall or will be in the hall. Our Pujols, Craig Biggio, and Ozzie Smith. So there you have it, our first venture into the Jumbo Box. Tell us how we did with our auto and our mem. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for your support. Until next time, take care.